Welcome back into Lantern TV for another Ohio State women's basketball preview. For Gabby, Khodadad, I'm Kole, Emplit. The number 17 Ohio State Buckeyes fell to Maryland last Thursday before picking up a win against the Wisconsin Badgers at home this past Sunday, winning 59-42. In that game, we saw the Buckeye defense allow us the lowest point total of the season overall, including a season-low 7 points in each of the second and third quarter. On Thursday, Ohio State is back in action, this time against Penn State. And the Nittany Lions are fresh off a victory over Michigan State, where junior guard McKenna Marissa scored 32 points against the Spartans. And Gabby, let's just kind of start there. Marissa is averaging nearly 23 points a game so far this season for Penn State. What's the key to this Buckeyes defense to be able to contain such an elite player?
Yeah, McKenna Marissa is a talented player. Like you said, she's second in the Big Ten for scoring, averaging nearly 22.8 points a game, and the only one who's ahead of her is Iowa's Caitlin Clark. No surprise there. Whoever is guarding Marissa McKenna needs to play tight man-to-man defense. She can and she will shoot anywhere, but I'm not too worried about this. The Buckeyes defense has improved tremendously since the beginning of the season, so I don't think there's much to worry about.
And you mentioned, there's not much to worry about, but for Ohio State on the offensive end, senior guard Taylor Mikesell really struggled her last time out against Wisconsin. She shot 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. As the season's coming to a close, 2 games left, how does she kind of find her rhythm before the Big Ten Conference tournament?
Yeah, Taylor Mikesell was not herself on Sunday, shooting 1 for 10, like you said. Normally, prior to this game, Mikesell was averaging 50% from three-point range, which was first in the nation for three-point efficiency. She dropped to second in efficiency and three-pointers made. Mikesell is going against the worst defense in the conference, and Ohio State is the second best offense in the country. So Mikesell is notoriously known for her quick release time, but given that she's playing against a lesser opponent when it comes to the defensive end, I think giving her more time to shoot the ball will give her stuff back.
And for Ohio State, this is their last home game of the season. They're then going to travel to East Lansing to visit the Michigan State Spartans. The last time these two met, Ohio State came away with a 6-point victory. In that game, freshman guard Matilda Eck scored a career-high 27 points. Similar to Marissa, what's the key to stopping another strong guard?
Yeah, Matilda Eck is extremely talented for a freshman, averaging 12.2 points a game, and her career high came against Ohio State on January 12th, the last time these two teams met up. So Marissa McKenna and Matilda Eck are very similar, meaning they can shoot and they will shoot from anywhere. So whoever is guarding them, it is imperative that they are tight man-to-man. Additionally, I'm not too worried about this for the Ohio State perspective because they've played Matilda Eck before, so they know what is coming. So I'm honestly not too worried. I think the Buckeyes will be able to get that win in East Lansing.
And these last 2 games of the season, right before the conference tournament, like we've talked about, how important is it for Ohio State to, enter the games with 2 wins, but just for more seeding purposes in the tournament?
Yeah, it's huge. Ohio State is second in the Big Ten currently, tied with number 13 Maryland and number 21 Iowa. So if Michigan loses to either Michigan State or Maryland, they will drop to second in the Big Ten, and Ohio State might be able to win that Big Ten championship. But they're not just playing for the Big Ten championship, they're also playing for 2 byes in the Big Ten tournament, which takes place March 2nd through 6th. So if they get those 2 byes, they don't play their first tournament game until March 4th.
And like you just said, Gabby, Ohio State has 2 huge games ahead of them to end the regular season, not just for championship aspirations, but also seeding purposes come the Big Ten Conference Tournament. Ohio State will host Penn State this Thursday before traveling to Michigan State in their final regular season game of the year. For Gabby, Khodadad, I'm Kole Emplit. Thank you for tuning in to Lantern TV for another Ohio State women's basketball preview.